Hello, everyone, and a very welcome to all the cricket fans joining us today on the Bharat Army Insta page. My name is Rishi, and you're watching Chat with Chhabra, a new show that Bharat Army is going to launch. Today is the first episode that we're having, and I can see a lot of people have already joined us. We'll wait for a minute and let others to join in. So just to give everyone a brief, what we're going to do in this episode, we are discussing what, as an Indian cricket fan, you'd want Team India to win. Be it the World Test Championship that is currently underway and India is leading the chart, or you would want India to win the 2023 Cricket World Cup that's going to happen in India. So that is the discussion, and what will happen is I will allow a few fans from all over the world to join in. I will accept their request on Insta Live, and I will let them have a one-to-one with me and express their opinion, what they as fans feel that, you know, Indian cricket team should focus on, whether it's winning the World Test Championship or the 2023 Cricket World Cup. So what I'll do is I will now go ahead and welcome my first guest. What I'm going to do is add a random invite. Okay, so hopefully this should work, doing this for the first time.
Hey, Rishi.
Oh, look who we have.
Hey,
Ash from London. How are you, mate?
all good, mate. All good.
Great.
Congratulations
So
on
good
your
to have you finally.
congratulations on your first show, mate.
Thank you so much. And what a pleasure to have you as the first guest. You specially downloaded Instagram for this chat.
I've done it especially for you and especially for Bharat Army. Yeah.
Great, great. I think that's really amazing. Thank you so much. So, Ash, you know, as a avid cricket fan, I know you've traveled all over the world. You've seen Indian cricket team play for so many years. You know, the first question that we're discussing on this week's episode, you want Team India to win the World Test Championship or the 2023 Cricket World Cup?
Sorry, you broken up, Rishi. If you can repeat that.
Okay, so the first question that I have for you is World Test Championship or 2023 Cricket World Cup?
Absolutely no competition. It's all about the World Test Championship. Nothing, in my opinion, comes anywhere close to Test cricket. And as you know, I'm very vocal about that. I think it's the pinnacle of the game. I'm not, you know, I'm not bemoaning any other format. But for me personally, and I think, you know, following the game for many years, it's not just my age. I think test cricket has to be the absolute pinnacle for any cricket fan. And so
Absolutely.
if we were to win the World Test Championship, that for me would be, you know, that would for me be two World Cups, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, great. So, Ash, you know, I mean, at the moment, we are leading the World Test Championship chart. We are the #1 team, and Australia is trailing us not by that many points. But what I want to ask you is, you know, the World Test Championship was supposed to start in 2013. Then it was postponed till 2017, and now it finally started last year. So, you know, as a fan, what do you think? Like, do India have a very good chance of winning the World Test Championship next year?
You know what? I'm not one for stats. And sometimes the league tables, although that's all we have to go on, who's better at that time, who's not, you can't always look at, you know, who's the top and who's there. If we play as well as we can, if we continue doing what we have, and we happen to get in the final, it's going to be a very, very tough ask. By no means is it anywhere near a done deal. Because by all accounts, it's going to be in Lords. You're going to be playing, I'm assuming, either England, Australia, or even Pakistan. Now, Lord pitch, you know, against those guys, it's not going to be easy for our boys. So we're going to have to prove that we are actually worthy of being World Test champions for real. You know, we've held the mace before. You know, we've done it, you know, very well over the years. And I'm being very critical of our team here because I love it so much and I'm so passionate. Unless we start winning abroad against the top teams regularly, for me, that's going to be the mark of being a great test team.
And you know, like given the situation that we are in, we probably have the best bowling attack that we've ever had in Test. We have an amazing batting lineup as well, and young squad that has performed in different conditions in difficult situation. So you know, I mean, given the situation, the way teams been performing, I think we really have a good chance winning the World Test Championship.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, for the first time in a long time, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going back many years. You can throw the ball to, you know, pretty much any of our top pace attack, and anywhere
Yeah.
in the world, you know, they are very, very good. They can stand shoulder to shoulder, if not above, with the best of them. And we haven't had that
Yeah.
comfort before. Traditionally, we've been very strong batting unit. Unfortunately, you know, there's been times where some of the batsmen, you know, not for lack of talent, but whether it's psychological, whether it's like the monkey on your back, whatever it is, haven't performed, in my opinion, to their potential. So we need our batsmen to turn up and score good. You know, they need to apply themselves very, very carefully, solidly. Yesterday, you know, we saw a typical Test innings from the England chap who scored a ton. He scored 4 boundaries. I mean, it's not pleasing to the eye, but to someone who enjoys the game, that's a Test innings. We need someone who can do that for us.
Exactly.
And you know what? If we're on top, if we play well in all departments, I tell you, we're gonna be very, very hard to beat.
Well, I really hope that happens, because the final next year is at the Mecca of cricket, and what a way to start the World Test Championship than winning it at Lord's.
And you know, just this morning I was corrected by a friend of mine, Rishi. Excuse me. And he said, I mistake it. You know, we played 2014. We played the Test at Lord's, and we won that.
Yeah.
And I actually posted something on Facebook. Rinesh corrected me. He said, you know what, we won that. I thought we lost. You know, I was going back to 11 or somewhere like that. So we have won there. We've beaten England there, so we can win.
Absolutely. Well, Ash, thank you so much for joining us today. It was great hearing what you feel, and you know, we will hopefully see you on our next show as well. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll take it.
Congratulations.
Cheers. Take care, mate. Okay, that was great. What I'll do is I'll now go ahead and add another fan, and let's see who we got. Guys, oh, there we have Ashish. How are you?
How you doing, Rishi?
Good, good. Welcome. And who better person to have on the show, the one that been hosting the Bharat Army podcast?
I know, I'm now a guest on your show for a change.
Yes. So, Ashish, let's get to the question straight away. You know, World Test Championship or 2023 Cricket World Cup? Which one would you pick?
You know, I think my views on this really aren't all of that different from Ash's, really. I am very much a Test cricket person. I'm a Test cricket purist. I love my Test cricket, my 5 days. I think it's the ultimate form of the game. It's the ultimate battle. So for me, and especially with this being the first World Test Championship, I think it would be monumental if India actually won the first World Test Championship. I think it also just comes down to a little bit of perception about what people view as more important. And I think that to the India of our limited overs white ball cricket. But I think there's still a few purists around who prefer the red ball format and hope that we can win the first one.
Absolutely. I think, you know, what you said, that we definitely want to win the first World Test Championship. I think we've gone back in the past and seen how the T20 World Cup win has changed Indian cricket. And I think winning the World Test Championship next year might, you know, take the passion for Test cricket to another level. Now, you know, talking in terms of the way Indian cricket team has been playing Test cricket, we've had MS Dhoni, who was the captain for quite a few years. His transition led to a team, you know, where we won at home, but we kept losing Test matches on the row when we were abroad. England whitewashed us, Australia whitewashed us, but under Kohli, we went on to win our first Test series down under. We lost against New Zealand, but, you know, given the fact that the next Test series is again against Australia down under. So what do you think, like, you know, I mean, what are our chances of winning the World Test Championship?
I think our chances are good of winning the World Test Championship. I do think that the final being at Lord's is a huge factor against us, actually, because even though we have won at Lord's before, just by virtue of the fact that it's conditions that are going to be foreign to us and alien to our batsmen in particular. I think it is going to be tough. So there's no guarantee that even if we get to the final, we will be the team that wins it. However, like you said, with the victory in Australia that obviously gives us a lot to be hopeful about. I have been very vocal about this on our Bharat Army, WhatsApp groups and our forums and stuff like that, saying that I think that the Indian Test victory, the series in Australia, the series victory there, is the finest moment in the history of Indian cricket, along with the 1983 World Cup final. So for me, it's very much like one of our greatest ever achievements. And if Virat Kohli can replicate that, when we next go, I think it will be an even bigger deal, to be honest, because once they get Steve Smith and David Warner back, then I think it'll be a completely different kettle of fish.
I was about to come to that point, because the last time we defeated Australia down under, Smith and Warner were serving that ban. And the Australian team, we know what is used to was not, when we played them last time down under. So this time they won the Ashes, they've retained the Ashes, they're a different team altogether. So I think the Australian series would be a very important one, because that will decide whether we'll make it to the finals for the World Test Championship or not.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. And, in regards to winning the Test series there last time, which didn't feature Steve Smith and David Warner, look, you can only beat what's in front of you. I mean, they were serving their bans, but the rest of the players there, they're still the best Test cricketers that Australia can offer. So, for us, I think that the point about Smith and Warner not being there, I think is a little bit of an asterisk. It's a caveat, which I think we'd like to correct next time we're down there. But at the same huge that we won a Test series in Australia, because I personally in my lifetime thought that's something I would never ever see.
Well, I agree with you, Ashish. And given the fact that the playing 15 that we have at the moment, like I was talking to Ash about it, one of the best bowling attacks that Indian cricket, Test cricket has seen in a long time. Attack that can take 20 wickets in a Test match, any condition, anywhere, any part of the world. So I think that was something that Indian cricket has been missing for a long time. Good bowling attack. So what do you feel? I mean, we play Australia and then England at home. How important is our bowling attack for us going forward?
Well, yeah, we did a whole podcast episode about the Indian cricket's bowling attack and whether this bowling attack was the greatest bowling attack we've ever produced. Most of the panelists on the show agreed that this was the best bowling attack we've ever had. I think obviously Jasprit Bumrah is a very important component in that, an important ingredient, let's say, in the overall meal. But I think that there's one thing that is overlooked, is that Bumrah now has become a player batsmen prefer to just see off. And I think that we've seen that even in limited overs cricket, that a lot of players, a lot of batsmen just think, look, just see off Bumrah, don't over attack him, don't really go for him. We can see him off and get everybody else. And I think that's where we really need to actually exploit the other bowlers there. And I think another key component is Ishant Sharma, because he has, matured like a fine wine. He's got better as he's got older. So I think that the rest of the bowlers, it's time for them to also step up. And, let's just see how we get on against those other teams.
Yeah. Well, Ashish, fingers crossed. I really hope we win the series down under and then beat England and then make it to the finals. Well, making it to the finals is the first step. And then who knows? I mean, we are the better team and we might end up winning the World Test Championship. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ashish. I will take it from here and we'll have you probably on the next show then. Thank you so much for joining.
No worries, Rishi. Cheers. Take care.
Okay, that was fun. And let's see who we got now.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, Varun. Kya haal hai aapke?
Badhiya, first class. How are you doing?
Badhiya. I'm good. So, Varun, welcome on Chat with Chhabra. And this is our first episode. And hum jo discuss kar rahe hain, कि एज एन इंडियन क्रिकेट फैन आप क्या चाहते हैं? इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम 2020 क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप जीते या 2023 में जो क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप होने वाला है हमारे घर में इंडिया में, हम वो जीते? एज अ क्रिकेट फैन आप क्या चाहते हैं?
See, ideal situation, being a cricket fan, I would want them want to win both the series, but obviously, Test cricket is obviously the first choice. If we can do win that Test series, it will be the
Mm-hmm.
greatest thing ever for Indian cricket, and it is
Okay.
going to boost the morale of a lot of youngsters as well.
Absolutely. So, Indian cricket has been performing really well. अगर हम 50 ओवर की बात करें तो पिछले 4-5 सालों में जितने आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट्स हुए हैं इंडिया ने या तो सेमीफाइनल्स या फाइनल्स तक पहुंच के बहुत ही अच्छा प्रदर्शन किया है. हम टूर्नामेंट नहीं जीत पाए हैं. 2013 में लास्ट आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट जीते थे हम. 2011 में जो 50 ओवर वर्ल्ड कप हुआ था वो हम जीते थे. सो आपको क्या लगता है 2023 में जो वर्ल्ड कप है वो होम कंडीशन में है, तो क्या वो एक एडेड एडवांटेज रहेगा हमारे लिए, बेनिफिट रहेगा हमारे लिए होम कंडीशंस?
डेफिनेटली एक एडेड एडवांटेज है बिकॉज यू नो द कंडीशंस वेल वेयर यू आर प्लेइंग. अगर आप अपनी कंट्री में खेल रहे हो तो यू नो कि आपको किस हिसाब से अकोमोडेट करना है, एडजस्ट करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन. Plus, I believe 2011 में MS धोनी की प्रेजेंस was the biggest factor. जो cool and calm factor जो MS धोनी ने दिखाया था वहां पर, अगर उस टाइप से अगर हम एक विराट कोहली उस समय तक अगर अवेलेबल रहेंगे या कोई और ऐसा एक प्लेयर रहेगा जो वो काम नेचर अपना रखे ऐसी टाइट सिचुएशंस में, तो डेफिनेटली there's no one who can stop us from winning that World Cup as well.
आई थिंक आपने एम एस धोनी की बात की. 2011 में एम एस धोनी का कामिंग फैक्टर था. सो आपको क्या लगता है 2023 में ऐसे बहुत से प्लेयर्स होंगे जो शायद कभी भी क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप ना खेले हो. मुश्किल से 3 या 4 ऐसे प्लेयर्स होंगे जो शायद इस टीम से जो अभी 2019 का वर्ल्ड कप खेले थे वो 2023 में भी रहेंगे. यंग टीम होने वाली है. आपको क्या लगता है, इज विराट कोहली द परफेक्ट कैप्टन जिनको लीड करना चाहिए, या आपको लगता है कैप्टनसी में चेंज आना चाहिए एंड एक फ्रेश टीम आनी चाहिए 2023 के लिए?
नहीं, आई थिंक विराट कोहली इन टर्म्स ऑफ वनडे क्रिकेट इज डूइंग रियली वेल. और एक टीम की जो बॉन्डिंग वाली बात होती है वो भी उनके साथ काफी स्ट्रांग है. काफी ऐसे प्लेयर्स हैं जो उनको सपोर्ट करते हैं, जैसे जडेजा हो गया है, और भी काफी सारे प्लेयर्स हैं जो उनको सपोर्ट करते हैं. और साथ साथ अगर रोहित शर्मा भी रहेंगे हमारे साथ 2023 में, तो वो एक और एक हमें स्ट्रांग पोजीशन में लाके रखेगा. So it
आई
can
थिंक
be between both Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma.
आई थिंक विराट 2011 विनिंग टीम के पार्ट थे. रोहित couldn't make it to the 2011 team. He missed it by a very slight chance. 2015 में वो
Yes.
नहीं जीत पाए. 19 में बहुत अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस थी. I hope 2023 में रोहित की विनिंग परफॉर्मेंस दिखे. एंड
Wishing him all the best.
चलिए वरुण, थैंक यू सो मच हमसे बात
No
करने के लिए,
problem.
शो पे आने के लिए. एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम. टेक केयर.
Good luck. Good luck for yourself. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, now let's see who else we got here. Adding another cricket fan.
Yes, Rishi, what are you saying?
Okay, look who we got. Robbie. How are you, mate?
Rishi?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing, brother?
Good, good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm actually working, but I had the
Good.
podcast on, so I was
Well,
listening on the
you
way,
can
so I
always
listened to all
have
the chat.
spare few minutes for cricket chat, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Good. Okay, so I'll keep it quick, Robbie. As a cricket fan, you've been following Team India for quite some time now.
Yeah.
What do you want as a Team India fan, winning the 2020 World Test Championship or the 2023 Cricket World Cup?
Well, I'm going to follow what everyone else is saying because personally, I believe Test cricket is the pinnacle. So rightly so, being World Test cricket champions is the best thing. I mean, 2020, it'll always come and go, but to win it first time, the World Test Championship, will mean so much. And I reckon that it would also, hopefully, I like to think, will boost attendances in Test matches in India, especially because obviously we support them, win, lose or draw. But when you see it, when you watch it here from England, the Test matches early in the morning in India. For us, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, we're watching it, and you see the ground empty. We're just thinking, yeah, we could have, we want to see that noise, that passion that we bring, like you've seen this World Cup just gone last year when you rewind. We want to give that passion out.
Okay,
So I think,
Robbie,
yeah,
quick
just
question.
winning it first time would be beneficial.
Yeah. So as a cricket fan, obviously we would want India to make it to the finals. Now, if you have the option to choose one other team, who would you want India to play in the finals?
In the finals of the Test cricket, oh, sorry, he broke up a bit there. Was it for the
Yeah,
finals?
Test Cricket Championship. Yes, yes.
I mean, you know what? I'm a bit of a romantic, and we rarely play Pakistan in Test cricket. So I want to
Yeah.
be India-Pakistan at Lords. I think it'd be
And
perfect.
you never know, that can actually be a possibility given the fact that Pakistan are playing a lot of their series are actually a two-match series. So,
Yeah.
them winning matches here and there gives them a very good chance of making it to the finals and playing India at Lords.
Yeah, exactly. It's possible. And as like Ashish and Ash has said already, Lords is not a favourable track for us. So
Yeah.
there's also the benefit if Pakistan is there, we're both, I mean, it would probably suit them a bit more in terms of the bowling department, but I
Hmm.
think we have the better batting side. I mean, that's
Yeah.
another debate, when it comes to Test match
Absolutely.
cricket. I think
Absolutely.
that's a perfect debate for another podcast. Who would win between India and Pakistan and being sort of, you know, level-headed on it, shall we say? Because obviously my heart will
Perfect.
always say India.
Perfect. Well, Robbie, thank you so much for joining us today. And well, like I said, I've been telling all the fans, I really hope that we make it to the finals and lift the trophy at the Lord's balcony.
Indeed. And maybe Ganguly doing a little wave again, once again. Well, not Ganguly,
Definitely.
but like a
Definitely.
Kohli or, yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you so much, mate. Take care. Cheers.
All right, mate. All the best.
Okay, that was fun. So what I'm going to do is 2 to 3 more people. I am going to take some random request and see what others feel. Look who we got. Perfect. Let's see whether this request gets accepted or not. Oh, look who we got. The founder of Bharat Army, Rakesh Patel. How are you, Rax?
What's up with you?
Good, good. I see you out there. London, breezy
Yeah,
afternoon, sunny afternoon, rather, I should
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Great,
Unfortunately, I'm
great.
out with my girls. We're shopping a moment, but I've been watching this. It's a great show.
Amazing.
Well done so far.
Thank you so much. And like I told Robbie as well, he was working. So always a few minutes here and there for cricket, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. Can never
Absolutely.
stop talking about cricket.
Definitely. So, Rakesh, the $1 million question. Cricket World Test Championship or the 2023 Cricket World Cup?
Yeah. Well, you know what? We have won the World Cup ODI twice. We won the
Hmm.
T20 World Cup once.
Yeah.
And the first time we did win it was the inaugural one. So it
Hmm.
would be great if we win the inaugural World Test Championship, right?
Yeah.
So for me, there's two reasons. Number one, like most people have said, there is the highest form of cricket, the most purest form of cricket is Test cricket. And for us to be able to say that we're the best in the world at
Yeah.
Test cricket, for me, it's World Test Championship. That's the one that we
Hmm.
should go for. And I think Ash made a very interesting point earlier on, right? A lot of people have said a lot about India's ability to win away from home, right?
Yeah.
So to win the
Absolutely.
final at Lords outside of
Hmm.
India would also be making a
Yeah.
bit of a statement as well, right? So,
Absolutely.
but for me, I think, yeah. So I'm with World Chess Championship is the one for me.
And Rax, talking about that India hasn't won a lot of series away from the subcontinent. Looking at the Test rankings, India's been there in the top two for quite a long time now. That hasn't justified our ability to go on in different conditions and win Test series outside the subcontinent. We saw that we did win the Test series against West Indies, but we lost against New Zealand. Now we have 2 remaining Test series, one in Australia down under 4 Test matches, and then we play England. So, what do you think the Australia Test series? How crucial is that for us to make it to the finals? Then,
I think it's massive, right? I mean, more than likely, we'll probably end up playing Australia in the final, right? Unless things go
hmm.
terribly wrong, yeah? So even if we
Yeah,
don't win the Australia series, I think from a confidence point of view, it's really important that
hmm.
we put on a good show in Australia. So it's going to
Yeah,
be tough, obviously. They've got the main players back in Steve Smith and Warner. But we've got to put on a good show, right? We've got to compete really hard. And if that
hmm.
means we don't necessarily win, I'm okay with that
Yeah,
because I think it will give us a lot of confidence come the final, if we make the final. And I think, look, it's destined to be an India-Australia final, unless there's some surprises in the last few series.
And I think, Lords has been a very happy hunting ground for us as well in 1983, 2002. And like I said, we went on to win the 2014 Test match as well. And that was a win after a very, very long time at Lords. So, with the championship happening at Lords, that makes it even bigger, the Mecca of cricket.
100%. I mean, listen, for those of you who've never been to Lords, right, if India make the final, there's going to be an absolute scramble for tickets to get to that final, right? Because like someone said earlier on, there's something romantic about playing cricket at Lords. It's the home of cricket, and like you said, we've got some great memories there. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope we make it.
Definitely. And if we do win, are we going to see a Rakesh Patel do a Saurav Ganguly or not?
You'll see me running around Lords for sure, 100%. Yeah.
Well, I personally feel that's going to happen. A lot of Bharat Army members are going to, be on the ground if India goes on to win the Lords match, the finals. Yes.
100%.
Well, keeping our fingers crossed, Rax. Thank you so much. Go ahead with your shopping. I'll leave you till that, and we'll have someone else on the show now. Thank you so much for joining us today.
All right. Keep up the good work, Rishi. You're doing a great job.
Okay, guys, that was Rakesh Patel, the founder of Bharat Army. And okay, I'm going to take one more request today before we end this live chat. Let's see who we got. Okay, guys, I'm going to give it 30 seconds. And if any one of you want to be on the live chat, you can send me a request. I'm going to give it 30 seconds and I'll take probably 2 more people on the live now. 30 seconds. Okay. Hello, क्या नाम है आपका?
जी सर, आप सेफ हो अभी? हेल्दी?
एकदम ठीक. आपका नाम?
जी मैं आलोक रंजन सर.
आलोक कहाँ से हैं आप?
जी सर, थोड़ी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही है आपकी.
आप कहाँ से आलोक?
जी मैं यहाँ अहमदाबाद से बोल रहा हूँ.
अहमदाबाद. सूचे मजामा?
हाँ मजामा. ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया. तो आलोक, आप जैसे मैं सबसे एक सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ, 2020 में जो वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप होने वाली है लॉर्ड्स में, वो या 2023 क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप जो हमारे देश में होने वाला है इंडिया में, एज ए क्रिकेट फैन आप क्या चाहेंगे इंडियन टीम जीते? देखिए, टू बी ऑनेस्ट, अगर दोनों जीतेंगे बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. पर देखिए, इंडिया क्रिकेट टीम जो है वो पूरे क्रिकेट को पूरे दुनिया में स्ट्रांग बनाता है. 1983 हमने जीता, उसके बाद देखिए आज हम इंडिया एक सुपर पावर है क्रिकेट में. अब T20 की बात करते हैं, आईपीएल इतनी बड़ी है, वो हमने जब 2007 में जीता था तब हम उससे एक नींव रखी गई. तो इसीलिए अभी देखिए टेस्ट की बहुत बात होती है कि क्या टेस्ट अभी होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए. इनफैक्ट 4 दिन का भी टेस्ट आ गया जो पहले 5 दिन का होता था. कल बेन स्टोक्स ने शतक लगाया तो कुछ बोल रहे थे यार ये तो स्लोएस्ट है, बोरिंग है, ऐसा. पर ऐसा नहीं होता. कभी कभी परिस्थिति देखनी पड़ती है. हम कितना भी बात करें, कितने भी बड़े ओडीआई का T20 का, पर 2001 जो कोलकाता में हमें जिताया था द्रविड़ सर ने और लक्ष्मण सर ने, कितनी अच्छी बात थी. तो अगर हम लॉर्ड्स में एक वर्ल्ड कप जीतेंगे, लॉर्ड्स में T20 वाला टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप अगर हम जीतते हैं तो एक बहुत बड़ा स्टेटमेंट होगा. और हमारे पास टीम भी बिल्कुल अच्छी है और हम जीत सकते हैं.
आई थिंक आलोक, आपने जैसे 2001 जो कैलकाटा का टेस्ट मैच आपने बात की, विनिंग सिचुएशन में थी ऑस्ट्रेलिया, फॉलो ऑन दे चुकी थी इंडिया को. बहुत रेयर ऐसे होता है कि फॉलो ऑन के बाद कोई टीम जाके एक टेस्ट मैच जीतती है. सो आई थिंक टेस्ट क्रिकेट एक्चुअली एक ऐसा फॉर्म है जो आपकी एबिलिटी को टेस्ट करता है. 5 दिन तक मैच चलता है, सिचुएशन हर सेशन वाइज बदलती है. सो आपको क्या लगता है जो अभी हमारी इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम है, उनके अंदर वो कैपेबिलिटी है कि वो एक लंबी टेस्ट सीरीज भी जीते और उसके बाद फाइनल्स में जाके एक न्यूट्रल वेन्यू पे किसी एक टीम को हराए?
देखिए, टेस्ट क्रिकेट का मेरे लिए भी डेफिनेशन सेम रहा है. जो आपको टेस्ट करता है, आपका कैरेक्टर टेस्ट करता है. जैसे हम फॉलो ऑन भी खेल रहे थे, पर दो लेजेंड ने हमारे बताया कि नहीं भाई हम तो डिटरमिन्ड है, हम तो यहाँ से खेलेंगे, हमने जिताया. और देखिए हमारी इंडियन टीम सारी एशियन क्रिकेट टीम से क्यों अलग है. होता है बहुत सारी एशियन टीम जाती है तो वहां पे हार जाती है, शायद व्हाइट हाउस होके आती है. पर हम अगर हारे भी है, शायद साउथ अफ्रीका में 2018 हारे या इंग्लैंड में भी 2018 में हारे, तो एक टेस्ट मैच जीते थे. और टेस्ट मैच चैंपियनशिप पॉइंट के हिसाब से आपको देखना चाहिए कि हमें पॉइंट मिलेंगे अगर हम एक भी जीतते हैं, भले सीरीज हारे. अभी पिछले गेस्ट ने हमारे कहा कि अगर हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया साइड इस बार डाउन नेट ना भी जीते, पर शायद हम फाइनल में उनके साथ खेलेंगे, तो एक बहुत बड़ा हो सकता है कि हम बहुत टेस्ट हमें मिले अच्छा कि हाँ चलो हमने इनसे खेला है, थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस हो. और लास्ट टाइम हमने जीता था तो बहुत सारे ऐसे बंदे होंगे जो उनको पता है नहीं हमने लास्ट टाइम जीता है, तो
हमें तो जीतना है, ये तो श्योर है। अभी गांगुली सर ने भी अपने इंटरव्यू में कि मैंने कोहली से बात किया दैट योर स्टैंडर्ड्स आर हाई एंड आई एक्सपेक्ट यू टू विन।
एग्जैक्टली।
तो अब लेकिन हारी थी लास्ट टाइम ऑस्ट्रेलिया, तो उनको प्रूव करना है। नहीं भाई, आपने कहा कि हमारे 2 बंदे नहीं थे, वो बैन में थे, ठीक है आप जीत गए, तो उनको प्रूव करना है कि हमें जीतना है। अब हमारे पास 2 प्लेयर है, लेकिन इंडिया को शायद इस बार वैसा प्रेशर नहीं होगा। और फाइनल भी जब हम लॉर्ड्स में खेलेंगे तो हम बहुत बार खेल चुके हैं, हमको पता है हमें कैसे जीतना है। तो शायद यस, दिस इज आवर बेस्ट चांस।
चलिए, होपफुली बेस्ट चांस, बहुत अच्छा हमारा बैटिंग लाइनअप है, बॉलिंग लाइनअप है, तो इंडिया का बहुत अच्छा चांसेस है कि हम 2020 में वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप जीते। हमसे बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपका समय देने के लिए शुक्रिया। आई होप यू स्टे सेफ एंड टेक केयर। थैंक यू सो मच। Okay, guys, I'm going to take one last request. I'm going to wait for the next 30 seconds for people to send in the request. One more request, and we'll end today's chat with Chhabra.
Hi, Rishi.
Hey, Naresh, how are you?
Good. How are you? Yeah, congrats for your first chat show.
Thank you so much, and a very warm welcome to you on the show as well.
Thank you.
Now, quickly jumping on to the $1 million question, like I've been asking everyone. World Test Championship on one side, 2023 Cricket World Cup on the other hand. What is your preference? What is your choice?
Yeah, so just like all others who were there having a chat with you and a Indian cricket fan, I would want India to win each and every ICC trophy. But yeah, the Test Championship coming up 2021, that's the first milestone to be the greatest team ever. I would want India to win the Test Championship. I think ICC has worked hard to revive Test cricket. The format, the point system. We have seen the way the captains are leading the team. There's some difference in the way they are leading their teams. They want to win. They want to win within 4 days, rather. And that's creating a lot of excitement. And would want India to win that trophy.
Absolutely. And I think, like you said, ICC has done a lot to revive Test cricket. The initial World Test Championship was supposed to start in 2013. Champions Trophy happened. 2017, it was pushed to, again, Champions Trophy happened. So we finally have the World Test Championship underway. Now, looking at the point situation, India is number 1. Australia isn't that behind. They played a series less and they're trailing India by about 64 points. Now, that point gap is actually very important given the fact that we play Australia down under very soon. So what do you think, how important that series is for us going forward?
Yeah, extremely, extremely important. I heard the others talk about Warner and Smith back. I think we shouldn't rule out Labuschagne, right? That guy has done extremely well last year. So it's going to be, I think, the Australian batting lineup versus the Indian bowling lineup, and that's going to be extremely interesting contest. For Australia, they would like to kind of take a revenge of what India did to them in 2018.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we would like to repeat that, and if we can repeat that. We are definitely there to be in the top 2 to reach the finals, but it's going to be probably the best Test series of the championship.
Absolutely. If you see, given the fact that Virat Kohli has been a constant performer down under, the Australians get to his nerve. The banter that Australians have, the conditions, one of the fastest pitches in the world. We'll be having the first day-night test match that India will be playing on foreign soil. So, overall, a lot to look at to the series. But, given the chance, if you have to pick one team that makes it to the final other than India, what is going to be your pick? Which team do you want?
Okay, so personally, let me go back 2018. I think there was a bilateral series, India-England, 14th July. They played one day at Lord's. And that day I said 1 year from now, I would like to see 14th July India-England final of 2019 World Cup at Lord's. So unfortunately, we didn't make it. So I'm going to take that forward to the Test Championship to India-England final.
Well, definitely. I think winning any championship at Lord's has been very, very special. 1983 pumped a new lifeline into Indian cricket, the much needed lifeline. 2002 NatWest series taught us to, win matches from a situation that we thought.
Yeah,
in cricket.
and
Now the
this
finals is going to be a torch.
beating. Yeah, it's not only about Lord's speciality; it's about the importance of winning a Test match against the host team.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot of weightage. I mean, what India did to Australia in 2019. India has done that in other overseas recently. So I think that is going to be a big thing, winning against England at Lord's the finals.
Well, I am keeping my fingers crossed, like I told everyone else. What I've actually thought is we can actually hope for winning the World Test Championship next year. And then who knows, we've been asking a lot and we might end up winning the 2023 Cricket World Cup happening at home as well.
Yeah, and rather what I would kind of look at is the importance of Rohit Sharma now in all the three formats. He's going to play a critical role even in Test cricket. And Kohli and Sharma together, right from now till 2023, is going to make a huge difference to Indian cricket.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think one partnership that's going to long last and might, help us, win those trophies that we've been wanting for quite a long time now.
Yeah. And probably the greatest modern day bowling attack. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Thank you so much, Naresh, for joining us today. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.
Thanks, Rishi. Good luck. Thanks.
Well, guys, that was so much fun. The first Chat with Chhabra episode, we were discussing whether fans would want India to win the World Test Championship or the 2023 Cricket World Cup. Clearly, the people that I spoke to today, 8 to 10 people, most of them wanted World Test Championship. I know as an Indian cricket fan, if it was up to me, it would be the World Test Championship before any other trophy. I think the purest form of cricket, the most difficult form. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us today. Apologies, I couldn't take in requests from everyone. Hopefully, I'll have others on the next show. Do leave in a comment. Do leave in your comments on our social media handle, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Do let us know what's your preference, whether the World Test Championship or the 2023 World Cup. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we will go on and win both the trophies. Thank you so much for everyone joining in today. Take care.